Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 6, The Downfall of Saubhari Muni, text 50 and 51. I'll just read 50 and then we'll chant together 51. How imam pashyata me vinasham tapasvina satcharita vratasyam antarjale vari chara prasangat pratyavitam brahmachiram dritam yat. Translation. Alas, while practicing austerity, even within the depths of the water, and while observing all the rules and regulations practiced by saintly persons, I lost the results of my long austerities simply by association with the sexual affairs of fish. Everyone should observe the fall down and learn from it. So this is, in this shloka, it's interesting how immediately Rishi, the Brahmana, is not on false ego, is not covering up what happened to him. He said, look what happened to me, everyone should learn from it. It's amazing, no? Everyone should observe the fall down and learn from it. So that's the Brahmana, broad-minded, no ego, always eager to improve himself, always eager to learn more. Okay, text 51. Sangam tyajeta mitunavartinam mumukshuhum sarvatmana na visrijet bahi indriyani ekaha charan rahasi chittam anantaishe yunjitam tatvartishu sadushu chet prasangaha sangam tyajeta mituna vratinam mumukshu sarvatmana na visrijet bahirindriyani ekascharan rahasi chittamanantaishe yunjita tadvratishu sadushu chet prasanga. Sangam, association. Tyajeta, must give up. Mituna vratinam, of a person engaged in sexual affairs, legal or illegal. Mumukshuhu, person who desire liberation. Sarvatmanam, in all respects. Na, do not. Visrijet, employ. Bahindriyani, external senses. Ekaha, alone. Charan, moving. Rahasi, in a secluded place. Chittam, the heart. Anantaishe, fixed at the lotus feet of the unlimited Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yunjita, one can engage himself. Tatvratishu, with person of the same category, desiring liberation from material bondage. Sadhushu, such saintly persons. Chet, if. Prasangaha, one wants association. Translation, purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of ISKCON. Translation, a person desiring liberation from material bondage must give up the association of persons interested in sex life and should not employ his senses externally in seeing, hearing, talking, walking, and so on. One should always stay in a secluded place, completely fixing his mind at the lotus feet of the unlimited personality of Godhead. And if one wants any association at all, he should associate with persons similarly engaged. Purport. Sobari Muni, giving conclusions derived from his practical experience, instructs us that persons interested in crossing to the other side of the material ocean must give up the association of persons interested in sex life and accumulating money. This is also advised by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nishkinchanasya Bhagavat Bhajano Mukasya Param Param Jigimishor Bhavasagarasya Sandarshanam Vishayinam Atayoshitam Cha Ha Hanta Hanta Vishabhakshanto Pyasadu. Alas, for a person seriously desiring to cross the material ocean and engage in transcendental loving service of the Lord without material motives, seeing a materialist engage in sense gratification and seeing a woman who is similarly interested is more abominable than drinking poison willingly. One who desires complete freedom from material bondage can engage himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. He must not associate with Vishayi, materialistic persons, or those interested in sex life. Every materialist is interested in sex. Thus, in plain language, it is advised that an exalted centered person avoid the association of those who are materially inclined. Srila Narottam Das Thakur also recommends that one engage in the service of the acharyas, and if one wants to live in association, he must live in the association of devotees. Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevas. The Krishna consciousness movement is creating many centers just to create devotees, so that by associating with the members of such a center, people will automatically become uninterested in material affairs. Although this is an ambitious proposal, this association is proving effective by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By gradually associating with the members of the Krishna consciousness movement, simply by taking prasadam and taking part in the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, ordinary persons are being considerably elevated. Sobari Muni regrets that he had the bad association even in the deepest part of the water. Because of the bad association of the sexually engaged fish, he fell down. A secluded place is also not secure unless there is good association. Sangam tyajeta mituna vratinam mumukshu sarvatmanam na visrijet bahirindriyani ekas charan rahasi chittam ananta ishe yunjita tat vratishu sadhu shuchet prasangaha. A person desiring liberation from material bondage must give up the association of persons interested in sex life and should not employ his senses externally in seeing, hearing, talking, walking, and so on. One should always stay in a secluded place, completely fixing his mind at the lotus feet of the unlimited personality of Godhead. And if one wants any association at all, he should associate with persons similarly engaged. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shivati Bhakti Vikas Swamin Iti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shivati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So here, yesterday we had overview of the full story of Sobari Muni and the reasons why he fell down, and we had quite good details of all the particular pastime. Now here, the Muni is thoughtful, it's contemplative, he is thinking, what happened to him? He is thinking, oh, how I came into this position. I was meditating peacefully, And look at me now in the palace with so many wives and children and servants and opulence. What am I doing? What happened to me? So he thought, asatsanga, deep under the water, where I thought I'll be peaceful, asatsanga. So first thing we can immediately observe, to give up asat, it's not fully safe, means the job is not done only by that. We have to come to satsanga also. Because he was alone there under the water. Even small disturbance dragged him down. What did he have seen? 2 fishes. I mean, who gets agitated by seeing 2 fishes copulating? Even karmis won't immediately, just by seeing fishes, it became lusty, I saw some fishes, It's not like that. But fishes, seeing the sex of it, that triggers the memories and mind. And then mind drags us down. This happened, and remember, or you simply imagine something. Simply, he allowed his mind to be dragged. I mean, really, see 2 fishes having sex. Yeah, okay. But that's not the point. The point is that this act, fishes are having sex, and deers are having sex, and horses are having sex, and cows are having sex, and humans are having sex. This is interesting now. And then mind drag him down to the downfall. No? So, satsanga here was missing. Even in the secluded place in depth of the water, still he had bad association. Because fishes, being fishes, they do their fishy thing. They do this material, they're materialists. From them you cannot hear about the Lord. They cannot tell you some good instruction. They are animals, after all, they're fishes. So the idea is that in satsanga we can hear, we can be, hey, don't think like this. Hey, what happened to you? Engage yourself. So this is the benefit. This is what is recommended here. That satsanga is important. Person desiring liberation, Muni, being Muni, he instructs like this. Person desiring liberation from material bondage must give up association person interested in sex life. That's the instruction, that's important. Why? Because in his association, our desire will develop. Sangat sanjayati kama. In association, desire is developed. Srila Prabhupada says, if you associate with business people, you will develop desire to become businessmen yourself. If you associate with drunkards, you will start drinking. If you associate with sadhus, you become sadhu. That's the idea. And Prabhupada quotes nicely in this purport that this movement has a good result of it. It's proven effective by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People who come and associate with devotees, they take prasadam, they chant Krishna's name and hear from devotees about Krishna. Then they actually, what is that Prabhupada say, significantly advance, what is it? He said, considerably, they become considerably elevated. So that's the thing, that is the success of satsanga. So first, that idea that I will chant alone, I will practice alone, I will work Krishna alone, and why do I need association of devotees? Anyway, they're all neophytes and all this type of thoughts. It's a risky business. It's a risky business. Even great Rishi, simply by seeing fishes copulating, his mind gets agitated. So now what we are going to do, sitting home alone, or in the cave alone, as you like, Now, it's very difficult. Mind is fickle, we are weak, our intelligence is not strong. And in strength, in Kali Yuga is satsanga. Association is a strength. That's really what is our only hope. Let's put it plainly. Our only hope is devotees association. Thandera charana sevi bhakta sanevas. You live with devotees in their association and serve them. No? What is it? Yasya vai shruyamanayam Krishna paramapurushe bhaktir utpadyate pumsa shoka moha bhayapa. In association of devotees, shruyamanaya, and we hear from them, Krishna paramapurushe, about Supreme Personality of Godhead, bhaktir upadyate, then bhakti develops. And what is the result? Shoka, all the lamentation, moha, illusion, bhaya, all are gone. Shoka, moha, bhaya. And this is what we are suffering from. This is what is keeping us in misery. This is what is preventing us to be happy. Shoka, moha, bhaya. That will be all cut. Shruyamana, simply by hearing. This is the idea. This is the message that we have to hear. Satam prasanga mama virya. What is it? Mama virya, my glories. Satam prasanga. In association with devotees, what is happening? We discuss about Krishna. Devotees discuss about Krishna, we hear Krishna's glories. And then we get purified, we become devotees. Like you put iron rod in the fire, Prabhupada said. It becomes like a fire. You say, no, it's iron. Okay, touch it, let's see. Then I will see, is it iron or is it fire? It got the quality of fire. By associating with the fire, iron pick up qualities of fire and can manifest those qualities also. So the whole movement, this Krishna consciousness movement, is meant for this one single purpose, to give association. First of all, we got association from Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you may say, created devotees. And now they give an association, and then other conditioned souls became devotees. And this is how it's going on, and it's going on, and it's going on. Whoever comes near the fire, in the fire, becomes like a fire, becomes saintly person. And this is the very purpose of this movement. This is the purpose of whatever we do, to spread this Krishna consciousness. And therefore satsanga is essential. Satsanga is the most important aspect. And satsanga has two parts. If you want to progress, as for Saubhari Muni, it did not work only asatsanga, without satsanga. Same thing, satsanga without giving up asatsanga also won't work. That also must be given. We are devotees by have job, and we watch TV, and we go for cricket, and then we also go to cinema, and we eat outside. And then what is it? You are starting fire and pouring water, and starting fire and pouring water, and starting fire and pouring water, and you get smoke in your face. That's what you get, and a little bit of and then you ask yourself, why I'm not progressing? Or you think, in illusion, oh, I'm very advanced, you see? You see, I go cinema, and I go for cricket, and I eat outside, and still I'm devotee, you see? I have tilak, what's the problem? Huh? Once we were in house program with Smita Krishna Maharaj in Europe, in Bosnia, somehow or other. I happened to be in Bosnia in 97, I believe. And at the end of the lecture, nice, straightforward Krishna conscious lecture, somebody asked, Maharaj, I'm just new here and I'm eating meat and drinking beer. So can I start chanting Hare Krishna? So Maharaj said, yeah, sure, you should chant, you know. You start chanting, don't worry, all these things will disappear. He's a new person asking this, you know. So he's asking, but if I continue eating meat and drinking beer and chanting, is that okay? So Maharaj said, well, don't worry, you just chant. Usually won't happen. I don't think you can do that for long, Because if you chant, definitely you give up meat eating and drinking. And another devotee there said, no, Maharaj, no problem, for years I'm doing it. So, that's unusual. So what is the point? The point is you came in satsanga, but you did not give up asatsanga. And then there is no healthy progress. So both things we have to do. We have to give up asatsanga. Asat is defined by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What was it? Asat Sangha Tyaga E Vaishnava Church. Stri Sangi? Ekas Abhakta. So two types of Asat Sangha. One is who attached to woman and one who is not devoted. Krishna Abhakta. Who is not devoted. That is Asat Sangha. He may be sattvic person, he may be polite person, he may be pleasant materially. But if he is not devotee, we are simply approaching the snake. Snake may have nice jewel on the hood, but still is poisonous, still is going to bite. So he may be nice person. Oh, he's very nice person. Yeah. Is he devotee? No, but he's very nice. How can be some, how is it possible? How is it possible that he is nice and he is not devotee? Materially he is nice. Spiritually he is not nice because he is not devotee. You cannot be nice and not being devotee. It's not possible. What is your niceness? Nicely you are forgetting God. You are dealing nicely in material world, not glorifying Lord, not thinking of Him, not recognizing Him at all. How you are a nice person? You are not nice, you are a bad person. You are enjoying God's property without acknowledging Him. You are a bad person. You are doing it nicely, but doesn't mean you are a nice person. No? So we have to think, to put ourselves in that situation that we have association of devotees, constant hearing. Yasyavai Shriyamanaya. All the time, hearing about the Lord. And that is what is satsanga. Satatam kirtayantumam. How many shlokas are there? How many examples are there? Simply by hearing, one can advance. And everything, all the good quality in devotee develops by hearing. And chanting, of course. If you are hearing, you will chant. But hearing is essential. First thing is hearing. How you know about chanting? You heard it somewhere. No, Shravanam first, then Kirtanam. So any good quality. Once Srila Prabhupada, at the beginning, Prabhupada would ask devotees who have joined that, what do you know to do? Or what job you do? Or what profession you are? Or whatever, he tried to engage them in their capacity. So when Yadurani Mataji joined, she said that she was doing little art. Yeah, she was in arts college and whatever, doing some paintings. So Prabhupada said, great, I'll give you some paintings. Prabhupada brought some prints of Krishna's picture from India. He said, just copy this and, like that in occasion. And later on she painted one of the most beautiful paintings that we have in ISKCON. If I remember, Nrsimhadev, correct? That's her painting, and that Lord Vishnu with 4 hands form coming out of Vaikuntha and 4 Kumaras around his feet. Beautiful painting. And of course, those days devotees were painting together paintings. Anyway, this is side point. The main point is that when Prabhupada became pleased with her paintings, he said like this. At the beginning, she was not expert. But by hearing, by Shravanam Kirtanam, she became expert. Just see this. She's a painter, she's an artist. And Prabhupada repeated this every few years. Whenever new painter will come, oh, very nice. At the beginning, she didn't know how to paint. But by hearing and chanting, she became expert. And few times he repeated like this. So all of us, we are all purified and empowered by Prabhupada, how much we dedicate in our service. Huh? You can see the civil engineer is taking care of Goshala, for example. No? You have the computer engineer is civil engineer on the construction site, correct? So you have not exactly what we are trained in material world, but Krishna empowers. Photoshop studio editor is our head cook. And indeed, prasadam is colorful, you can't deny that. But you can see empowered by process of Shravanam Kirtana, empowered. Krishna can empower anybody. Krishna can empower anybody. And he is empowering everyone. Where is Paurusham? From where is ability in man coming from? From Krishna only. So these two things we have to see, that asatsanga is given up, it's satsanga taken. And again, one should not get bewildered. You come to temple. Can you switch off this down, please? Huh? No, it's not required. That you come to temple, many people come to temple for darshan and go. But what would they see if they don't hear? What would they see? They come for darshan and they don't stay for the class. What's the point? You're missing satsanga. I came to temple and have darshan and left. You think me and Krishna directly. This is the neophyte understanding. Oh, most important darshan. But with these eyes, can you see God? God is not seen by eyes. God is seen by ears. Through hearing we see the Lord. No, what do you see? What do you see? We see Archa Vigraha, form. It's manifestation of Lord Himself. And then, oh, I see. It's not different from the Lord. Then you look, oh, I see. By hearing, you say, I see. The hearing, the ears are really the instrument of hearing about God, not the eyes. So coming to temple means satsanga, means hear from devotees. Take advantage. And then, by hearing, you're seeing properly. And if you hear properly, then you will be inspired to serve. Oh, Krishna is supreme. I am His servant. All right. Servant. Oops, means service. Shall I do some service? Yes. Can I do some service? If person comes to the devotees and asks, Prabhuji, give me some service, means he have heard properly. You've heard properly, therefore he is asking for service. That's the idea. This is how we see. And then, second thing manifested in his life is asatsang tyaga. Asatsang tyaga. That must be visible also. It is not possible that you go on with regular karma life and still be devotee. It's not possible. It's a bluff. No? And then this is the moment where we have to manage. Therefore, it's easy living near devotees, living in association, living near the temple. That force, the social pressure, you may say, it pushes you, it holds you together in association. Then we can advance. It's easy. When you are alone somewhere far away, far from temple, far from devotees, and then in house you are alone one chanting, it's very difficult. You know, particularly family members are not into it. We had examples of devotees hiding and chanting in the room. They cannot chant in front of family members. And, some of them get beaten up. You become devotee and your own relatives beat you nicely. So Krishna is kind to show you, look, these are your loving, affectionate relatives. These are your family members. They like you so much. They're beating you up. No? So it's difficult to practice alone because the attraction changes. Previously we were attracted, cricket watching the movies, talking nonsense, having desire for new bike and new car, having desire for prestige. We wanted to go for marriages, showing off, you know. But then desire change. Then you don't fit anymore. You don't fit. Once you don't fit, then you understand, oh, this person is progressing. If you don't fit in material society, means you're devotee. That's exactly what we are. We are completely against the current. Everybody is going down the hill, no? But we have to go up the hill. No? So, opposite, against the current. And that is difficult. To swim against the current is difficult. Everybody wants his children in the Karma school, everybody wants for degrees. We are putting children in Gurukul. We want quality education. We want them to become devotees. Everybody is running after money. Devotees are running after bhakti, after Krishna. Everybody wants to spend time in enjoyment. Devotees, they want to spend time in kirtan, in preaching, in book distribution, in satsanga, in serving Krishna. So interests are different. So it's very difficult. Therefore, even if you are alone in the North Pole, somewhere like Shobhari Muni was alone, one really has to endeavor to hear. Now even if you're North Pole, still you can hear because we have now technology. You can have your MP3 player and hear some lectures. Yeah. So the point is that we must be in touch with satsanga and we must consciously give up asatsanga. Then we can progress healthy. And satsanga, the key of satsanga is actually service to the pure devotee. What is it? Mahat sevam dvaram ahur vimukta. Tamadvaram. Where it goes? Yoshita Sanghi Sangam. No? So, two dwaras are open. That moksha is opened by Mahat Seva. Mahat Seva dvaram ahuri mukta. We get liberated, we come out of material world by serving a pure devotee, associated with pure devotee. No? And asatsanga, tamadvaram. Oh, this, you don't want to open those doors. Tamadvara means, Prabhupada said, the doors to hell. Simply he said, you go gliding down in ignorance. Ignorance means hell. Huh? So this is how it goes. It's a package. It's not just, I got diksha, I got devotee and continue material activity. Still having full faith in money, prestige, diplomas, degrees, vaccines, whatever. Yeah? Having so much faith in material society and believing karmas, it's not good sign. No? The having faith in Shastra, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, having faith in devotees, serving Guru, pure devotee, representative of Krishna, that is what is making us progress. So the constant hearing, this is most essential for if you want to improve your japa, if you want to improve your service, if you want to improve your consciousness, hearing. Some people took it extreme. Chanting is the process, I will just chant. But if you don't know about chanting, if you don't know why to chant and how to chant, if you don't hear that you can chant, but still you have to asatsanga tyaga vaishnavacha. Still you have to give it up. Then you will not progress. Again illusion. Again same, Shobhari Muni. And one slightest thing will agitate mind. Slightest thing. 2 fishes. No, it's ridiculous. What was the cause of all that? In one way, But it's not, because we know the mind. Mind goes on. Mind is the best grinder. South India is famous for stone grinders. But mind is the best grinder ever in the universe. So that the message here of Shobhari Muni is Brahmana, Rishi, he is instructing. Look at me. I thought I'm safe in the depths of the water. But I was not safe. Now, pay attention to the shloka. Person desiring liberation from material bondage must give up association of persons interested in sex life and should not employ his senses externally. Now his rishi is yogi. So what is the problem? In seeing, hearing, talking, walking and so on, one should not engage the senses. How do we live? So, the idea is like this. One should not see material things for material enjoyment. One should see it in Krishna's service. Hearing. Not that you don't hear anything. You hear about Krishna and don't hear about Maya. You can hear about Maya in understanding of Krishna, but not Maya Katha, not Gramya Katha. No? Talking. One should not talk anything else than about Krishna. Walking. One should not go anywhere and do anything which is not for Krishna's service. This is how we control external senses. Particularly us, we are the preaching movement. Rishis in the International Society for Dhyana, Krishna, meditation of Krishna. That was in Satya Yuga. Correct. Now in Kali Yuga is International Society for Spreading Holy Name. We are Sankirtan movement, he is yoga movement. So he thought, okay, and if you want any association, associates only with persons similarly engaged. That is saying, that stands there. No? Because if you read the shloka, all right, don't speak, don't hear, don't talk, don't. That's also good. Like Haridas Thakur did, Bhaktivinoda Thakur in old age built one small, when you call it cottage, it's not even cottage, it's just he could sit inside, close his door and he was chanting there. But that is advanced stage, very advanced stage, you know. Because mind already took photo of those fishes. Even if you don't see the fishes, mind already has a photo of so many fishes you've seen in this lifetime, you know. So, you know. So, better not to close door, better open door and meet some devotees, you know, and take shelter, honestly. Honestly, it's easy in association of devotees. Satsanga, sarva shastra, lava matra, satsanga, sarva siddhi. So even little association with pure devotee will make one life perfect. So we can see, we can associate by hearing. We can hear our Guru's lectures, we can hear Prabhupada's lectures, we can read books. This is all hearing, all saying, all shravana. We can hear the holy name, and chant, engage in kirtan, and among us we can discuss. We can always pull discussions on topics of Krishna, and related to Krishna, and topics related to service also. These are all purificatory, these are all purifying. So this is nice, that how this Muni is instructing us. Look what happened to me, one should learn from this. This is really nice. Brahmanas are like this, they're always kind, instructing, and there is no ego in learning. There is no ego if you want to learn something. So, okay, I'll stop here. Do you have any questions, comments, any pictures of the fishes? Yes.
In the case of Ajamila.
What was that? Sound is bouncing. In the case of? Ajamila, okay.
Here, right from many days, he was in Brahmanical culture and he was studying Shastras and all those things. And he himself is, after being saved by Vishnu, he himself is repenting. He said that although I studied, I knew, but when the moment came, I could not restrain myself. So, on one hand, he said knowledge is required. So, what was the thing Ajamila was missing? Here also we see Shobri Muni, he had such a ज्ञान he knew, but when the moment came, he lost himself. Similarly, in the case of Ajamila, what was the thing? Although he had the knowledge of scriptures,
right.
He couldn't.
Right. Well, there are many shlokas, as you know, studying the Shastras. Many shlokas are there. It's not by studying, it's not by yagyas, it's not by tapasyas, but it's by bhakti that actually you will not be distracted. Now, we understand from Shastra that even, please close the door a little bit, please just close the door, that we know that even from bhava level, one can fall down. So, the point with Ajamil is that he was not at the prema level. Prema is only a level that you don't fall down. Even from bhava level, one can fall down. Who was example of that? Bharat Maharaj, Jada Bharat. Yeah. So this is warning enough, that even when one is very advanced, still he has to control his mind and senses. So knowledge from Shastra, based on bhakti, supports the bhakti conclusion, that gives us strength. But unless this attraction is fully focused on Krishna, there is always chance that mind will be dragged away. Therefore, Again, Ajamil, why he fall down? Asatsanga. It was accidental. It's not that he was looking for it. But once he saw, he could not control mind. So he was not so advanced at that moment to give it up. And therefore, it's dangerous, dangerous situation. At any moment, one should not trust his mind. No? That's the message. And also, even if you are so advanced, not that you go around and do anything, because it's bad example for others. Sometimes it's done, because that also must be demonstrated, that pure devotees is not agitated, like Ramananda Rai, bathing two dancing girls. So that shows, look at what is Prema Bhakti. Nothing, no agitation. This is mind-blowing. This cannot be imitated. Has to be shown, has to be demonstrated also. But not that pure devotee goes around and does whatever he wants. No. Yad yad acharate shreshta tat tat eveta rujana. So he has to set the example. And also, one who is advanced, he thinks, oh, I fell in Maya, I should not do that. I should be afraid of a snake. Should not play with it. So, I think this is what has happened. Because we know from all the levels, up to the power level, still we can fall down. So we are safe always in association of devotees. No? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling with his servant, South India, Kerala, and gypsy woman, bewildered, servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Bhagavan himself. He is with Bhagavan there. And he was bewildered. Then who is there now? I can go to cinema, I can go to cricket, I can eat outside. I'm not bewildered. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate got bewildered, who didn't have cell phone. And I'm big fool, thinking I will not get bewildered. So these are all warnings. Look what is the story. Story is two fishes, hey, watch out, two fishes fell down. But two-leg fishes, big problem. So, no? So what do we say? It's all warning for us. All the stories warning for us. And again, from Jamila you learn, nothing is in vain. Neha vikramanashasti pratyavayo na vidyate. Swalpam apya asya dharmasya. Little bit, whatever he practiced at the beginning, saved his life. Literally saved his life at the end. Little practice of bhakti, of Ajamila. And he was weak at that point of time. So, how do you feel? Up and down, up and down. This is called anishta bhajana kriya. This is unfixed devotional service. But you can see, those devotees who are sincere, they are fixed. You can see, when advanced devotee come, there's no good day, bad day. Oh, he is moody today. Modes are not affecting. Steady, it's not just one day enthusiastic, one day, morose. Steady, nishta. And then you see ruchi, then you see asakti, and like that goes on. But up to bhav level, we must be careful. And prema also, prema, it's full absorption, so there is no question of prema falling down. There is no question of Mahabhagavata to be bewildered. But he, as a teacher, when he acts, he will be cautious. But he cannot get bewildered. Haridas Thakur, two incidents. No? Prostitute came, Maya came, personified. Maya personified came. You know what is that form? Maybe Mohini Murti is only more beautiful. There's nobody more beautiful than Prakriti, material energy, personified. Phew. And Haridas Thakur, yep, sit here, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ooh. And that gives us hope. This chanting is so powerful, Krishna's name is so powerful. Satsanga, that's essential. There's only shelter. He's convinced Satsanga. Otherwise, what's the meaning? Meaning is only this, purpose is only this, the idea is only this. All this big temple, why? So the people come and have association with devotees. So that's the idea, Makes sense? Anything else? Yes.
Usually when you give an example of, instead of being a part of the satsang, some devotees tend to watch TV and sometimes due to the extent of spending watching TV.
What is it?
When it's a practicing devotees, they sometimes also when they watch TV and all, and then the satsang. So what makes them to watch TV? Because if they are in satsanga, they must have already getting some taste of devotional service. But at the same time, not doing something which is supposed to be given up, but still they are kind of attached. What actually makes them to still attached?
It's material desire that makes you attached. It's your own desire. It's one thing is insufficient hearing, lack of association, really, Because if you are in good association, you'll be pulled, you'll be inspired. So, if you associate with another one who is watching TV, then you may think this is association, but this is, not really. Association means associating with somebody advanced. Actually, Shastra all the time speaks pure devotee, pure devotee, pure devotee, pure devotee. Mahatseva, Mahatmas. So, really we have to sufficient hearing, and also, what is 10th offense? Shrutepi nama mahatmi yah priti rahito naraha aham mamadi paramo namne sopya paradakrit. And also, after hearing so much, still you are consciously cultivating material desires. That is offense. Therefore, chanting won't be as effective as expected. So, if you consciously, I know I should not ask Krishna for money, but still, just a little bit you give. And not asking much, just, Or somebody say, I'm going to get good job, get a good college. No, he said like this, I'll put my son in good college, so he has good job, so he can give a good donation to temple. You believe in that? No, he feels that insecurity. Oh, simply practice bhakti, that's not enough. Material side is also important. But he is saying in the name of bhakti, my son will give good donations. Temple will be very happy accepting donation of your son. The donation temple will prefer more than your son giving money donation. But because we cultivate consciously material attachment, therefore there is no progress. It's offense to the holy name. It's a 10th offense. Aham mamadi. Still me and mine, still you are in this material conscious. Chant, but money is required, papers are required, degree is required, nice house, good bike, that's also required, So all these things, but that's not true. That's not required for bhakti. That's not true. But you're also using money. Yeah, all money should be used for Krishna only. That's true. You understand? So that's the point. So insufficient hearing, not proper satsanga, or not taking advantage of satsanga. People also, they came to Prabhupada. Did everybody change who came to Prabhupada? No. They misused their independence. They didn't want to hear, they didn't want to accept. Too much attachment. Ears are closed, too bad karma. Didn't take seriously. Prabhupada spoke same philosophy to everyone. Somebody became, somebody not. No? What is that shloka? That many lifetimes you become, after many lifetimes of pious life, you become devotee? After many lifetimes of pious activity, one becomes devotee. What is it? Bhagavad Gita, come on. Gurukul is, I expected. Huh? Say? Manusha. Here, what did I say? Anyway, forget it. You don't know? Many pious lifetimes one takes part of bhakti. Famous sloka, come on. Yesham tvantagata papam jananam punya karmanam. What is that? Correct? Yeah. Then? So that's the idea, that some who were practicing some bhakti they had, some punya they had, bhakti sukriti, they immediately became devotee. And some who contaminate a lot, they take a little more time to purify, a little more satsang, a little more holy name, And they misuse independence, they didn't want to hear. They didn't want to hear. Yesham tvantagata papam jananam punya karmana te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante maam dridavata. You see? So, Prabhupada said to many devotees who joined at the beginning that previous life you have practiced. One day Prabhupada was singing Mahamantra and one small boy, small child, very small, anyway, he was playing karatas very nicely, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, very small boy. You don't expect so small children to play intact, exactly. And as soon as he stopped, Prabhupada said, you see how he's playing intact exactly. It must be from previous life. Otherwise, how is possible such a small child? He was already devotee previous life. So, like that. So many factors are there. Sincerity, sincerely hearing, associating. Sometimes it is like this, that even in the one may be servant of Guru. Prabhupada's own servant left. And devotee who hardly saw Prabhupada from big distance once, he is so advanced devotee. So Vani and Vapu again, serving the body or serving the instruction. Instruction is better. Better to hear than to see. Better to hear than see the Guru. Better to follow his instruction. So in sincerity, proper satsanga required also. Material desires from previous life, offenses to the holy name. It's all packaged together. Many factors are there. But the power of holy name is mind-blowing. That look at this movement, and look at us here. I mean, we are really from different backgrounds, really from different material backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, geographical zones. Really, we are from all over put in one place. How is it possible? It will never happen. So that bonding factor is Krishna. Because of Krishna, because of Guru, that we can serve together, stay together, and help each other, seeing each other as a devotee. This movement really is so nice. It really does not propagate caste system or any material, really not. Anybody can, whoever is sincere, ye bhaja se vara. Whoever wants to serve, he is nice devotee, he is great devotee, he is advanced devotee. Anybody can advance. Really, there is no impediment, if one is sincere. So all these things, asatsanga and satsanga, both things has to be followed. But satsanga properly apply, asatsanga properly apply also. So therefore, hearing. Shinvatam, Swagata Krishna, Punya, Shravana, Kirtan. How many shlokas are speaking about this hearing? Touch me, no, hear me. Hundreds of shlokas are talking about hear. So therefore, you can say that anywhere in ISKCON, it is unwritten rule. It is known by senior devotees. One who does not come for Bhagavatam class, nobody takes him seriously. That's all, as simple as that. You're not hearing, you're not advancing. You're not interested. You're not sincere. Whatever big manager you are, if you don't hear, you are gone. You're going to get it wrong. You're going to be infected by Maya. So, hearing is essential. Like that. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Premanande.